So it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things that all these seats.
Yeah. Yo, what time the plane leaving? Right. See you at the airport. Hey. I'm leaving on the next plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you know I'll never go. Even though you know I will. I'm a traveling man, moving through places.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Gun. Today I began a 4-day trip on the 200. I originally swapped this trip out for the simple fact that I had longer layovers and in the certain cities. Like I was supposed to be laying over in Portland, Maine, have a long layover there. But ever since everything has happened with the whole coronavirus thing, everything's been shut down. So there's, not saying it was a total waste, but I wanted to go to Portland, explore Portland more, like go to the lighthouse. Everybody's told me that they had cheap lobster dinners, and just other things there to, so that was the main reason why I picked it up, was the fact of the longer layovers. But that's not going to happen now. But everything works out, in time. I still got more credit hours for this trip than my 900 trip was. So, speaking of which, being that everything has happened, flights are being canceled, and companies are shut down within a week. 2 companies have actually closed their doors for good. One of them, I believe, was already going to close their doors, not for sure. 100%. Another one closed the doors completely, and they're both regionals. They're not any legacy carriers, but they are regionals. So we're 2 regionals are down within just the week of everything that has happened. Today was pretty much like an 8-hour duty day, but I've only worked 2 legs. I was supposed to do 4, but 2 of them were taken off me. I don't know if they were canceled. I don't know what it is. And then I had 2 more legs taken off me on go home day. And right now I'm tired. I'm really, really sleepy because I messed around, took a long nap yesterday evening, and I wasn't able to go to sleep until probably like 1, 2 o'clock, and I got up at 5:30. So, and my duty day started at 6:25. I was on time available because they took away my legs because I just had a deadhead to Cincinnati and sat for about 2 hours and went from Cincinnati to St. Louis and St. Louis back to Cincinnati, henceforth from my layover. And tomorrow morning I have a 6 o'clock van, so it's not too bad. And I think one of those, so I don't know if they're going to cancel one of my flights because I was supposed to go to Chicago from here. And on one of the flight coming back from Chicago, there are 0 passengers, none whatsoever. Like, that's just like a waste of fuel. Today, on both legs, I had 12 people total on my flight. So we had to rebid for April because they had to redo the bid pack because of everything that's going on. People took leave of absence, which Atlanta only needed 30. We ended up with 60 or 70. Certain bases, everybody basically went above the minimum, and they granted everybody who wanted voluntary leave of absence, they got it. So that's just the state that we're in, and hopefully everything will pick back up. But what I am noticing, though, is that our mainline flights are canceling, but they're putting them on our flights to take them places. And so the one good thing about us is that we are wholly owned and we're not under contract, so therefore our contract can't get cut to try to save money. In a sense, I look at it as, I think our mainline needs their regional because if you have a smaller plane, that's less fuel and that's less money, so you can take the passengers versus taking a bigger plane. More fuel means more money. You know, it's just my thinking of it. I'm not for sure. But in a sense, to me, I think that the regionals are needed the most during this time because we have smaller planes. That's just me thinking. In a sense, I think a lot of the regionals will come out on top once this is all said and done. I hope we don't lose any more regionals. I don't think so. Also, another thing that my company is doing, if anybody that used to work for my company, they resigned to go to another airline, within the last 30 days, they'll let them come back because a lot of airlines, pretty much every airline has canceled all training classes. Even the ones that are going, I've heard, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard even the ones that had training classes coming up, once they start picking back up, which probably won't be to a year from now, everybody has to start all over. At some places, not all, some places. I don't know for sure how my company is working with that at this present time. I just know they sent one training class home. So, but if they did work for the company within the last 30 days and they left to go to another company, as far as resigned, not fired, resigned, they can rescind their resignation and they can come back to work for us. So it's one thing my company is doing. But other than that, I'm finna get out of these clothes, try to wind down, get ready, because I'm gonna go to bed early because I'm like super, super tired, like super sleepy, as far as because I didn't get enough sleep last night and I couldn't sleep on my dead head. Ears won't pop. It sounds very, very muffled to me. So if I'm talking loud, I apologize. It's just because I can't really hear myself because my ear hasn't popped yet. But this whole thing being quarantined, it just gives me time. I can't really go anywhere. Restaurants are closed. The gym is closed. The pool is closed. It just gives me time to actually do what I should be doing, which is editing other videos, like my day trip videos, hotel review videos that I should be doing and putting out, which will basically drop before this video is posted. So if you haven't, go look at it, and I do appreciate that. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on my 6:20 report time tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful day, a wonderful morning here in Cincinnati, and I have a very fun-fulfilled day today. Today I go to Chicago, do a turn from Chicago, then back to Cincinnati, and then from Cincinnati to Baltimore, and then I'm done today by noon today, so to speak. So, why don't you take a look at this? So, here we go. This is my flight. I'm on a 200. 1, 2, 3 people. The green are empty seats. Now, just for the kicks and giggles, I want to see my flight back from Chicago. I think that one may have canceled because nothing is coming up for it, but who knows? Yep, it says could not retrieve flight data. Try again and stay in the application while data is being received. So that could be that, hey, either this flight is finna cancel or have canceled, because like I said, I looked earlier, like 2 days ago, and my flight from Chicago back to Cincinnati had 0 passengers on it. So therefore my flight could have gotten canceled. And I don't even know it yet because I'm not able to even pull up the flight information for it. So I'll see once I get to Chicago, hopefully, or when I get to the airport today, and maybe I'll know something if it's canceled or not. I don't know, but we'll see. It's just the times that we're living in that a lot of people are not traveling, and some flights are getting canceled on the fly, very last minute. I've seen people say that their flights are being canceled at the last minute, and schedule is just being changed. So, and I think that's what we're going to end up going into with April. So I'll see. I won't get my schedule for April until 2 more days, and we'll go from there. But I'll see you guys later on today. Everybody, made it to my room here in Baltimore. So just found out from the hotel front desk that Maryland is shutting down at 5 o'clock. Everything's shutting down unless you're an essential business like a hotel or a grocery store. So they're shutting down. I had 3 flights today, total of 10 passengers on 3 flights out of all day today. So like I said, it's getting scarce out here as far as flying goes. I'm not worried about my particular airline for the simple fact of they're canceling mainline flights and putting them on our flights. So, and according to our pilots, which they get to see a mock bid, our flying is pretty normal. We haven't parked any planes or anything like that. So what I'm gonna do is get this hotel room workout in, since the gym is closed, can't go to the gym, and you can't really, really do anything since everything is shut down. Oh, and I don't know if I told you all, but we've completely stopped doing service throughout the flight. Like if somebody requests something, we can give them water or whatever it is that they request, but we have completely done away with actual service. So there's no more service for us. Our main line is still actually doing service, but I know we're not the only airline. I think a few other airlines have came and did the same thing, just completely done away with service. If it's a meal flight, we don't do meals. We don't even get meals, anything. So that's the route that we're going, and sooner or later, eventually, like I know New York is actually, a lot of the stuff is shut down as well. So it's a lot of states that we travel to where things are shut down. So we have to either bring our own food or hope for the best, I guess. Especially now that we come to Baltimore pretty much a lot. And with the governor, basically, it's not a curfew. Everything shuts down at 5 p.m. today, which is March 23rd, until he says it's back open again. So it's not like it's a curfew. It's till whenever he says they need to open up. So you gotta think about it. That all those people who work at restaurants that are closed down, they don't get paid unless they work for a company that just decides to pay them. And salons, whatever it is all shut down, with the exception of grocery stores and hotels. Those are considered essential workers. So I'm finna do this hotel workout, and I'll see you guys later. Welcome to another day. It's go home day for me. So just a quick update. So my daughter found out she's okay. She has what is called rotavirus, which is common in a lot of kids, which I never knew. And but there's nothing that they can give her. There's no medicine or anything. It's just one of those viruses that has to run its course. So they gave her some pain medicine. We also found out some other issues about, I think there was a cyst on her ovaries, and which that kind of concerns me for the long run. How would it affect her in reproducing if that's the route that she wants to go whenever she gets older? And said one of her kidneys were one kidney was bigger than the other. So those are little things that concern me about that. As I explained to her, and and her mother as well, like she has to eat more vegetables and drink more water on a daily basis. It's just me being a concerned father as far as just I'm the one mostly with my kids, the whole hey, you need to eat your vegetables type guy or whatever. I don't know, I guess it's because that's the way that I grew up. But she'll be okay. She'll live. If she decides to give me any lip about, oh, I don't want to eat my vegetables, I'm just like, you remember that time you were in a hospital I know that's wrong, but some people, they have to remember something that they don't want to go through again. I hate the fact that she was in pain. She wanted to see me, and you know, of course, I couldn't besides FaceTime because I'm working. But I hate the fact that she was in pain, and you know, I couldn't do anything, you know, about it. But you know, I would rather me go through the pain than her or any of my children to go through the pain. If I could take it away, I would. And of course, I'm on a 200 trip, and so I went to look to see how many passengers are on board, and it's a 900 plane that I'm flying with, yet I came up here by myself. So hopefully I'll meet another flight attendant when I get downstairs, and we'll find out. But it's only 4 people on a 76-seater plane. Today's schedules come out for April, so I will kind of see how my schedule looks for April and see what was cut from flying and see how it goes from there, and hopefully it works out for the best. So I'll see you guys later, because I have a 4-hour sit in JFK before I can deadhead, because of course they cut out a lot of flights from Atlanta to New York. So the first flight is at 6, which I won't make. And then the next one is not until my deadhead, which is 11 o'clock. So I'll see you guys later. So look at all these canceled flights. Cancel. So, what's up, everybody? So as you can see, they're canceling flights left and right. We just had a lady said she was going to pick up her son in Mississippi, but she was flying to New Orleans. But her and her son was going to hang out in New Orleans just to hang out before they came back home or whatever like that. And you know, Louisiana, from the news, is the fastest spreading for this coronavirus thing. So, and like I say, JFK is like dead, like really, really dead. And I've been through here many a times, and it's never been like this. But it's the effects, you know, of everything that's going on here. Also, I got to work with Sean. If you don't know who Sean is, which I've explained in some of my previous videos of how I became a flight attendant, he was the person that I actually ran into, and he told me about my company, which I've never heard of before. So I got a chance to work with him on the 900. It's always fun working with him. He's a very fun person to work with. But yeah, it's go home day. I'm on this 4-hour sit until my flight to Atlanta for a deadhead, and I'm off for one day, and I start another trip. So, and I've been lying to you all. I forgot to tell you that I've been lying to you all. So I have everything backwards. So today I don't get my schedule. Today is the day that the bidding closes. Today we find out about our new tentative agreement, and our schedules don't drop until the 27th. So I won't know until the 27th what my schedule for April is. So I've been saying today I get the schedules, but no, we don't get the schedules today. It's the 27th. So 2 more days. But we'll find out if our new tentative agreement passes or if we're going to go back to the drawing table again. But yeah, it's been an uneventful 4-day trip, you know, but just basically day by day the news is changing every day. So just one of those things, you just got to keep up with it and see where everything goes and how it happens and how it affects you. So just like I said, starting today at 12, hopefully my barber shop isn't closed by the time I get back, because I need a haircut. If I don't get a haircut, granted, I have a good grain of hair or texture of hair. I have loose curls if I let it grow out, but at the same time, I don't like dealing with loose curls. So it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things that all these seats. And but it's just one of those things I don't want to have to deal with. So y'all might see me bald if, you know, this shelter in place sticks in. So because my barbershop is closed and I don't trust everybody with my hair because everybody can't cut hair or cut. My hairline will be way back here. So the next time y'all see me, I might be bald since barbershops are not considered essential workers. So my barber might be closed and everybody can't cut my hair. So I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you again in the skies.
On the next plane, I don't know when I'll be back.